On Tuesday, August 11th, Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin came to the Orion area to visit a few local businesses. We caught up with her at Lava Mountain Coffee Company on M24, which now occupies the former location of Crate's Coffee House. There she met some very special employees.
We went to this amazing coffee shop, which I've never seen anything like it, where they have folks who've been recommended by Dutton Farms to come out and work, folks with special needs. They get trained, they learn how to work, they just got their first paychecks. They were over the moon about that first paycheck. And it's a place where the community can come get a really excellent cup of coffee and also help the community.
What does it mean to you to see these businesses starting to reopen and starting to have people come in and practice the social distancing?
Yeah, well, that's what we all want, right? We all want to walk into a place, and I think after COVID, we all feel so happy when we see a place that's responsibly opening and customers are coming in, right? And that feeling of being with people again is what I think we all want. That's what we're all aiming towards. And we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to social distance so that we can get back to that, so we can go in those places, so we can have games on this field. And we got to keep that trajectory going. A lot of other places around the country are not going in the right direction. We got to keep going in the right direction as we are here in Michigan.
Elected in 2018, Slotkin represents Michigan's 8th congressional district, which includes North Oakland County. Her visit to Lake Orion included a stop at Miracle League Field, which celebrated its grand opening 1 year ago at Friendship Park. We talked to her about Michigan's response to the COVID-19 crisis.
Listen, I come from a national security background where, you're dealing with crises all the time. And when you're in the hot seat and you have to make a decision about people's lives and their future, and that's going to be the most serious consideration. And while we all want our economy back up and running, we all desperately want that. Our schools, when you're in leadership, you got to make a decision on life and death. And I think that Michigan, we've been cautious. We've been appropriately cautious. And now we have some of the lowest numbers in the country. And we're watching, I'm in Congress and I'm watching my peers in other states go through horrible experiences, things that we were going through in March and April, and ill prepared for those things. And I think Michigan has done a really good job of trying to get this under control. And nothing's going to be perfect, but people's lives have to come first.
COVID's just been dominating everything. What are your current priorities right now? Is it all COVID related, or do you have some other priorities that you'd like to see?
Yeah, so obviously first and foremost, the public health situation around COVID and then the economic fallout from COVID are truly front of mind. That's what we're negotiating right now in real time in Washington is another aid package. But beyond that, the same tried and true things that I get stopped in the grocery store about are still up there, right? The price of healthcare, especially as people lose their jobs. The price of prescription drugs, especially as packages are taking longer and longer to come in the mail. I've been hearing from a lot of people unable to get their prescription drugs on time. And then, in Michigan, we're always going to be the place that cares about clean water, both our waters, our rivers and lakes, but also our drinking water. And then, frankly, the big one that I still believe in my bones, is bringing some civility and decency back to Washington. I'm out here with Chris Barnett. We are from different parties, but when it comes to working on the community, helping people in our community, that's not a partisan issue. And so making sure that we set that example, especially as a representative of Michigan, where we're a swing state, and it's about getting work done, not the vitriol that we see every day on our screens.
From Miracle League Field in Orion Township, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.